We are now walking the streets of Can Tho, and we are looking for the night market that we walked by earlier. So
it's really buzzing with life down here.
And right over there is the Mekong Delta. How cool is that?
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. We are Reedy and Bernard with Explore As We Go. We are full-time travelers that have been on the road since April 2019. In February 2020, we decided to stay one whole month in Vietnam trying to see and do as much as we can. We end up going as far south as Phu Quoc and all the way up north to Sapa. Join us as we share with you our experiences with food, accommodations, and of course, adventure. In this video, we explore the town of Can Tho and tour around Soc Trang, visiting some spectacular temples and pagodas. Stay tuned as we venture through the less visited areas of Vietnam and showcase the highlights of the southern parts.
Okay, so at first we found the place with all of like the clothes and souvenirs, and now we've stumbled upon all the food. So this looks exciting.
Tons of street food.
Oh my god, look at all the barbecue items. I ordered the baked rice paper, aka the Vietnamese pizza, and then I ordered the grilled quail eggs, Trong Cut Nong, which is this guy. And this is exactly what we ordered on our first day in Ho Chi Minh City, so we wanted to just do the same thing. Plus, I know what it is already, and I know how it should taste, so we're not going too far from we don't know.
I got something like a crispy rice paper, 3,000 dong. Just gonna take a bite out of it. I don't know what this is. It's good. I think it's like a banana leaf or something. It's sweet. It's a first impression on Can Tho.
It's beautiful at night. There's a lot of really pretty light shows in a way. And there's a couple of dinner on the water, which is kind of nice. So last night was such a stressful situation for us because today we actually didn't have anything booked for us to stay. We were trying to figure out if we were going to really head to Soc Trang and stay there for the day or the night and visit the amazing pagodas around there. Luckily, we were able to find a tour that was willing to drive us to Soc Trang and back, along with visiting the 3 pagodas. So that's exactly what we wanted to do, and we actually don't even have to stay in Soc Trang. And all of that for just about $100, which I think is worth it because we really want to see these pagodas. So it all worked out in the long run. And on top of that, the hotel that we're staying at is allowing us to stay for 2 more nights at a discounted rate. So everything's working out. Even if you don't plan every single second of your trip, you can be flexible and see whatever happens. We are at this cafe that is super, super cool. It's got an indoor and an outdoor seating area, and it also has this like treetop lining thing. It's really, really nice. It's called Hoa Cao Cafe, and we're sitting here for our first legit meal in Can Tho. I'm super excited.
Food was tasty, the price was affordable, there is AC, and the ambiance was perfect. I think this was the best meal I had so far in Vietnam. My bowl was mind-blowing. It was like a flavor bomb. It had cooked pork in actual lemongrass flavor, stir-fried. There's the vermicelli noodles, there is fresh herbs, peanuts, there's roasted shallots, everything in a bowl, and it's perfect. This place is so different in the daytime.
We should probably put some sunscreen on. The sun is beating down quite hard.
5 a.m. in Can Tho, Vietnam.
We do have a car booked for today to drive around the southern tip of Vietnam, and we're gonna check out some really cool pagodas.
Really awesome, beautiful temples, and we're just gonna do a whole day tour around Soc Trang. Can you even see me? Huh? No.
There is no sunlight up yet. Technically sunrise is at 6:30. We have finally made it. We've made it to the Som Rong Soc Trang Pagoda, and it is super stunning. I can't believe we finally made it after an hour and a half drive. B, what do you think? Isn't it beautiful?
This is one of the most stunning temples I've ever seen, and it's so serene and peaceful down here. This iconic piece of architecture has been here for what, 600 years?
600 years.
I'm just really spellbound by this beautiful piece of history.
Yeah, I mean, initially this pagoda was made out of wood, bamboo, and like roofing, and then they moved it and rebuilt it in this like actual structure. So it's a place where all the monks are, and they are praying, and it's just a really beautiful piece of land and private space.
I mean, granted that this is really far out from all the major city and tourist attractions, but this place we seriously highly recommend to come take a look because we're simply in awe right now.
Yeah, it's stunning. So we just left our first location and it was so gorgeous. At the far back was this huge lying Buddha. I think it's similar to the one in Thailand, right?
It's a sleeping Buddha.
Yeah, sleeping Buddha. It was so huge, and I think it's actually still under construction, which is kind of cool, but it was huge.
It's a very beautiful temple.
Yeah,
for sure.
That area was so serene. There were like little kids walking around, having some food, you know, eating pho for breakfast. We almost wanted to get some, but we want to stay on our itinerary and not push anything behind because this is going to be a full day. Our next location is about 20-25 minutes away, so we're headed there now, and we're having some snacks in the car.
So our driver has been correcting us. We have been saying it wrong all this time. It doesn't pronounce as Soc Trang. It's actually Soc Trang. The T is silent, so we just passed by the city of Soc Trang, and now we're heading to the other pagoda called Kieu Lieu.
It's also a long, unpronounceable name.
We're just so bad at this, but we're just gonna leave the names here so you can just take a look at it. This is our second pit stop at one of the more beautiful temples in Soc Trang.
The name is called Chen Cu Pagoda. It actually also means porcelain cup. And it's so interesting because back in the day, when they didn't have enough materials to actually build these temples, the people from the town donated their bowls, cups, glasses, so that they can actually build this temple.
So one of the interesting history about Soc Trang is that the original people that populated here are mostly Khmer people, and they're primarily Cambodian. So naturally, it's influenced by the Buddhism religion, as well as the intricate art and colorful details of the Khmer people. the beautiful design, architecture, and the use of colors.
The building that we're in is actually known for its pastel colors. It's along the whole rooftop, it's along the walls, and it's actually really special because a lot of the other buildings nearby are super bright and super vibrant, but this one's a little bit more muted and it makes it extra special.
Historically, a place of religion is always something where the community comes together in terms of maybe a school, commerce, or people selling their wares. Like they have a ground, like a courtyard full of stuff going on, which is really fun.
And I think the hardest part for them is always just maintenance, because to keep these colors so vibrant, they've probably had to repaint a few things several times. Oh my god, look at all the cute kids right next to me. Look at that. Oh my god.
We are in our last and final stop of our mega temple tour for the day. This is the iconic Gosutaram Temple. It is a little bit secluded from all of the really popular and famous temples around town, but this one is particularly located near a city called Lieu, which is a city port along the Mekong Delta.
Yes, it was built in 1860 and recently in 2001 got a new facelift interior and exterior. What drew us to this temple was the beautiful bright colors on the outside with the really ornate columns of red and gold colors. On the exterior, there's also these really interesting paintings that dictate the relationship between the deities and the people. And some of them are actually pretty graphic. I can show the clip here. I'm not really sure what's happening, but it's quite gruesome.
I just feel like, because we do tours on our own, we visit to temples on our own without a guided tour, so maybe there's so much more history to why the paintings and the intricate artworks are on the exterior of the building. This temple has a history of 150 years old, and I just feel like we are just in lost time and stuck in a land with so much culture and background story to it, and I just wish that we could translate that into this video.
One highlight of this location is definitely the monk. And usually there are multiple monks within a temple, but there's only one here that we saw, and he actually came up and greeted us.
He said hello in English.
Yes, he did say hello, and then a couple of things either in Cambodian or Khmer or Vietnamese. This space is actually getting a new revamp. There's about 3 to 4 buildings right now that are up, but we did see a new one that's under construction.
It's definitely a hidden gem for us, and one more highlight of this place is that this is one of the largest Khmer building in Vietnam. So if you have any time extra to spare, definitely add this place into your itinerary for your tours and visiting cultural sites.
So we had a huge tour today starting from Can Tho to Soc Rong, and now here in Lieu. We literally made a full semicircle and then we're gonna loop all the way back. So it's definitely really exciting because we visited 3 very different, very special temples today. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.